Hello everyone, welcome to the Billiard Network, the home of global pool on YouTube. Like and follow if you enjoy this. My name is ALBIN OUSCHAN and I'm going to commentate on a match from 2018. It's between Mark Gray and myself in the final of the Stella Artois Cup, which is in Belgium. So I'm very looking forward to this match. I believe it was quite a good match. And so we start right away. I think I lost a leg. And we start right with Mark's break. So quite a good break. Very nice control on the one ball and the cue ball. So perfect speed, I would say, and perfect shape on the one to go to the two. So looks like a pretty open and easy layout for him. To the person, Mark Ray, he's a very good friend of mine. He's a very nice guy. I like him quite a lot. We played Mosconi Cup together. We're traveling many times together to certain tournaments. So he's a very, very nice guy and liked by many players. So that's for him. He's, I think, I would say about 45 years old or something. So but he's a hell of a player. He's an incredible shot maker. Saw it in the practice room at the Mosconi Cup. It was incredible, and probably one of his best shots. I know it's hard to know or to see is the leg. It's incredible. I remember at the Mosconi Cup, it was, I believe, 2016. We talked about the lag, who is going to do the lag. So we made a little tournament in the practice room, and he won against every one of us at least, I think, 3 times or something. We made a race to 2 or 3, and he won against everyone easily. And I think he was maximum 1 ball away from the short cushion in about 15 tries or something. That was the maximum. All the other tries were like almost frozen or like an inch. So that's incredible, and we were all stunned. So let's get back to the match. Like I said, looked pretty easy for him. A nice open table, little draw shot here on the 7 ball. So let's see if he can get in shape perfect. Yeah, that looks great. Perfect speed control. So just nice little touch on the 8 and the straight 9 for 1-0. So 1-0 for Mark. Next, it's me on the break. Let's see how that worked out. Yeah, maybe a little bit too thin, but quite good, but a little bit unlucky maybe with the 2 ball, because as you can see, I got position for every other ball except the 2 ball, of course. And every pool player knows that kind of stuff very well. So I think I'm going for a push out. Many times actually I think about trying to close up 1 ball, like maybe pushing the 5 to the 8 or something. So at least there's 1 problem if he takes the push out. But I'm not sure what I tried there. Maybe just get the cue ball somewhere between 5 and 6, or even a stop shot on the 4. So I go 1 rail behind the 2. Hard to say right now. Maybe I'll just go with the 5 to the 8, like 1 rail. Because there are not many options for the 2 ball. You know, if I play push out all the way up, it's quite hard to play safety, because I made 3 balls on the break, so there's not enough space to actually hide the cue ball or the 2 ball after the push out. So let's see. I think I just try to get the 5 to the 8. Let's see if that worked out. No, not really. But it's still a tough shot to play push out from. So you can play a thin cut, get the cue ball two rails behind the 4. I think that's what he's trying to do, or he can clip it out 1 rail, the 2 ball. Not sure if that's possible. Yeah, he tried to, he hit it a little bit too thick, but he got away with it. Perfect speed to go behind the 4. So it looks like a jump shot. So that was quite tough to manage actually. He hit it a little bit too thick, but got away with it. But still, I would say a very, very good shot. So got a jump shot here. So let's see what happens. Probably going like 3 rails or something with the cue ball, or maybe even 4 rails if it's on. So short, long, short, long. Depends what I'm choosing for. Oh wow. Didn't remember that anymore. That was, I would say, quite good. Yeah, went 4 rails, perfect. Hit the 4 ball perfect. So a straight 4 ball, just roll it in, then probably go 2 rails from the 5 to the 6. What an incredible shot. I don't remember that anymore. Crazy. Normally I remember every crazy shot I made in the past 5 years. But, well, I forgot that one. So, I don't know if I'm a little bit too short here, but I can just draw it back. Got enough space there. So, looks like a quite easy run out. Yeah, good shape here. Another little draw shot. Or maybe just stun it out a little bit and then go 1 rail from the 8 to the 9. Yeah, I think quite nice start from myself in this match. So, good feeling. It's always quite bad if you just are, when you're down like 2-0, maybe then 3-0, because it's his break. So that's not the start you like to have, because it just puts a little bit pressure on you, and if you're not feeling well in the beginning, it's quite hard to come back many times. So we got a 1-1. We see Mark's break here. Yeah, not a good break. Is it illegal? I think, the 6 ball just passed the line. So another good break, nice speed, nice control on the cue ball. But he didn't make the wing ball because maybe he hit it a little bit too thick or not hard enough. I don't know. But that looks quite open to me. It's just hard to see if he has too much angle to stop the cue ball on the 6. No, he did it perfect. So nice cue ball control here. Going 1 rail with a little bit right English to the 4. Probably play a combo 4 and the 8. Yeah, that's nice. Center table. Yeah, that's good. So he's gonna play a stop shot and maybe try to make the 4 as well. So because you got quite an open table on the 5, he's gonna roll it. Okay, yeah. So he had a nice angle. So it's all about the 5, I would say right now. If he makes that one, it's 2-1, I would say. Oh, wobbled in, but perfect in shape. So nice little draw shot here for the 7. Yeah, that was a big stroke. So forward 1 rail. And 2 runouts by Mark. Nice start for him. Feeling good. many good positions. So that's the start you like to have. Just 2 run out and my break. Yeah, again a little bit too thin, but I got away with it. For sure for the next few breaks I have to try to hit a little bit thicker, but yeah, this time, like I said, I got away with it. Nice position on the 2 ball, so it's all about position for the 5, I would say. That's the key shot here in this rack. So just get the cue ball like there, have a nice angle on the 3 to go to the 4, and that should be it. I think the 4 ball is frozen, so it's very important to get as close as possible to the 4 ball, and don't have too much angle.
He's not a former champion by accident, of course, so if there's someone who can...
So the angle is good on the 3. So nice little draw shot with right English to come out before the 8, as close as possible. Yeah, it's still good. I probably go 2 rails, go up and down, and try to get like center table with the cue ball. If it's shorter, it's also good. It's just if you want to be perfect on it.
World champion from Austria, or is it Mark Granite Gray from England?
Okay. So it looked like more, yeah, it was maybe the wrong idea. Maybe I should have went 2 rails, because it's quite straight now, so I have to draw it back all the way down, at least to the second, so to the middle diamond on the cushion, on the long cushion. So because I need an angle, of course, to go to the 8. Okay, I bumped it out a little bit, but if I'm straight on it, it's also okay, of course. So yeah, it's quite okay. So I can play a draw shot with a little bit of English, but I probably would have liked it a little bit more down, so I have more angle to go out 1 rail to center table. Because if I draw it back here, I probably again straight on the 8. Something like that.
I'm talking about
okay.
Not only practicing on the table,
yeah, that was probably the better idea, because then I almost automatically have an angle on the 8. So 2 rails out probably. Yeah, that's good. So I think we got a 2-2 here. So 3 ran out so far, 2 by Mark, and just go to Mark's break. Let's see if he can break like that again, like the previous racks.
He went deep there as well. What was it? Quarterfinal? Quarter or semi? Sorry.
Maybe quarter.
He's been definitely knocking on the door, and
yeah, he hit it a little bit too thin this time. But what happens up there? Oh, got a little. He had a nice little kick on the cue ball, so it got kicked all the way up, but then got a little bit unlucky with the 6 ball. But 9 ball, we all know, is a crazy game sometimes. So what is he doing here? Is he gonna maybe leave a jump shot, just roll the cue ball away from the 6 a little bit, or yeah, he's gonna probably play it right there. So he leaves. If he plays it there, it gives you a couple of options there. You can actually go for it. So like a 2-way shot, you play a thin cut on the 2 ball, but actually you kind of try to miss it and get the cue ball like maybe behind the 8. But also if you make it, there's a huge chance that you can see the next ball. I believe it's a 3 ball. So it's hard to say. It's quite a tough shot, to be honest. It's you have to play follow with right English over that distance. Is always hard to play. So yeah, I gave it back. Doesn't look good to me, or maybe too hard, because there's not much space actually to hide the cue ball. As you can see, there's like a half diamond behind the 8, 4, 9. So let's see what he's capable of doing.
Great few balls to hide it his cue ball behind, especially the 4, 9, and the 8.
Oh wow.
He's chosen a
He
path.
hit it
He's got a
way too thick,
thicker contact
and
with
he
the
got
ball.
away with it. Wow.
Unfortunate.
Second time he actually hit it way too thick, but got away with it. So it looks like a jump shot again for me.
Good count. Lucky.
I'm not sure if I made it.
But okay, in the end.
Crazy, I don't remember anymore. But I made the first one. Maybe I'm in shape, feeling good, and make the second one as well. So here are many options. You actually
So he's definitely
kind of try to hit it, or if you miss it, you try to miss it too thick,
going for the
if possible. So between the 6 ball and the corner, to get the 2 ball back up table, like behind the 8 or something, and maybe the cue ball behind the 6-1 rail.
Yes, Marcus,
So
indeed two great
that's what you're looking for. Of course, you want to make it, but we all know it's quite a tough shot. Yeah, so that was a little bit
This is a great
too thin. So
right
wow,
before
went through 3 and 9, but still
good players here.
tough shot here from Mark to make. So it's a thin cut, so he has to probably stop the cue ball on the 8 if he makes it. So that's not the easiest one.
Here's the pat on your back. Well done, Arya.
Cheers.
Predictinator.
Yeah, he made it
Nope.
in. He got perfect position. It's hard to say which ball it hits and how it hits it and everything. So it's kind of a hit and hope a little bit. And he played it good. He made a nice shot on the 2 ball. Maybe a little bit luck involved, but you know that's on shots like that. It's just normal, because you cannot say that it's gonna hit the 8 ball exactly that way to get position, everything. So it's quite hard. But he got a nice shot here. I don't know if he bumps it out 1 rail or he just draws it back all the way up. I think he bumps it out 1 rail. I believe he has a little bit of angle. Oh, yeah, that was not enough angle, but I think he's good on it.
I'm not sure whether he could have played it
Yeah,
much harder.
should be good. Comes out probably 2 rails, maybe between 8 and 9. Oh,
Just trying, wow. I was just wondering whether
Okay.
he's playing with a. No,
missed
not
it.
the, one piece. His cue.
I don't remember that anymore,
Because otherwise
but
he
good for me.
carry this in his
So-
full bag.
I don't know, going 3 rails or maybe just 2 rails out.
Professional.
Depends on the angle many times, so it's hard to say here.
Mark?
But looks like 2 rails, or maybe even 1 rail if it's not enough angle. Oh, it's 2 rails, yeah. Nice speed. Just a little bit follow, and then the 9 to the side. So looks like I can take the lead in this match.
Just a small run through. Perfect. This final
Yeah,
was well poised.
Didn't expect that miss on the 6 ball,
This is the first time
but
he breaks the
I'm happy with it.
serve on his bicep.
So next break, let's see if I can hit it a little bit thicker this time.
the pain away.
Nope. Didn't work out. I don't know. Sometimes you just don't feel it. There are many reasons for it. As you all know, I'm a player with the left or very much left eye dominance. So sometimes it's quite hard for me to play with it. Sometimes I just need like 30 minutes to actually feel 100% comfortable with it. And well, maybe we see it right there. And I hope it gets better in this match. I believe, if I think back on that match, I think it gets better a little bit later. But I didn't get away with it this time, so I'll probably go for push out here. Just okay.
Push.
Stop it there. I don't know what I'm thinking of. Playing a jump shot?
I mean, if it does.
Or maybe sending the one ball up and down,
This shot.
which is quite a tough shot, to be honest. So let's see if Mark knows what he could do here. But I believe he won't jump it.
Doesn't matter.
I'm not sure if he can play, or I can play,
I don't think
sending the one ball
putting angle is on.
up and back down, and maybe hide the cue ball behind the 5.
To be a safety.
That's a crazy tough shot because you
Tell
kind of have to control both
what he exactly
both
wants.
balls, and of course if you control the one ball perfectly, go straight up and down, like get the one ball behind or next to the 8 behind the 9, that would be incredible. Looks good so far. Wow.
He's made a great job of it.
I think, can you see it?
Anything, I think a little bit unlucky.
I think so.
Because he's left
I'm not sure if he could even play the kiss shot here on the 3 ball, or he's just going for like safety, getting the one ball back up table.
Bit of luck
Hard to say what he's doing here.
as far as the positional side of this shot.
Okay, didn't see that one. I actually don't really understand that kind of shot because it was
Covered the one.
quite easy. I mean, maybe he didn't see the other side of the one ball. That's why he didn't play the
Putt the one.
the shot where he just gets the one ball back up table.
Somewhere
Um,
Whoever
that kind of shot, that was
range long.
very tough over that distance, to be honest. So, well,
Draw it back. It's
I don't know what he thought about. Maybe it was the easier way for him.
wide running.
Could be as well. I'm not sure about it. I probably wouldn't have played it. Never, ever. But let's see what I can do here. A long shot here. Probably get the cue ball like center table. Oh, missed it. Yeah, it was a tough shot. I had to put a lot of speed in it. Maybe a little bit of English. But still, I should have made it. But we're all humans.
The one is frozen.
But I left him a tough shot. I think it's frozen on the cushion, so it's even tougher now. But he goes for it 100%. He made a great shot there. A little bit.
By the 8 of the
Yeah, he actually wanted to hit it straight in the face, the 9 ball. But I think he's still good. He can cut it in and go probably 2 rails, maybe 3 rails out. Because as you can see, the 4 ball is almost in front of the pocket, so he doesn't have to think about it that much. Oh. What happened there? I think he
avoiding
tried
contact contact with the pocket.
to go 2 rails or like long cushion, then short
Yeah,
cushion
or
to come out.
At least, I mean,
But maybe sometimes you just also have to think about you have to hit like the 3 ball in the left side of the pocket to even make that kind of position.
will
So maybe he hit it because as you saw, he played it actually in the right side of the pocket. So he hit it a little bit thicker as he wanted to. And the result was that he scratched. So a little bit change in that match, big change I would say. He ran out the first 2 and then he missed the 6 ball out of nothing actually. And now I would say quite easy error because that shouldn't happen to him to make that kind of scratch, because shots like that he probably played like 1,000 times at least. So I didn't expect that one, but I think I'm not unhappy about it.
position is going away.
So here, maybe a little bit too much angle on the 6 ball, so nice little draw shot just to pass the 9 ball,
Awkward angle.
so I don't have to
Too much
go
an angle
over the 9 with the cue, which of course leaves me more angle than
on the 7.
I would like, but that's the only way to make this shot easier.
Did he draw? Yeah, just a little drawback.
So now he has to avoid the 9.
So now I'm not sure if I just go between 8 and 9 or behind the 9, because if I
You could
go behind the 9, if I'm too high, I could have maybe too much angle on the 8. If I try to go behind or between 8 and 9, which could be possible, to scratch in the corner. So let's see, maybe I just play it soft
Nice to see that
between 8 and 9, maybe even try to get the cue ball straight to the short cushion.
Minor of life and that. The end of the
Yeah,
game
I
is just a
think
game.
that's perfect speed.
Great shot.
Yeah, that's very nice. So 1 rail out for a
See,
straight 9 and the
went close
4-2 lead.
But he made sure that he played it at the right pace. And yeah, this young man has all the attributes of being a dominating force in the game. And
That was
managing
unexpected, I would say. Unexpected change of the match. So Mark's break here. He hit it maybe a little bit too thin. Made 3 balls on the break. The 1 ball hit the point on the side pocket.
lower.
Came back, so he's
Came
probably
to
going.
first and second
He
line.
could play a 2-way shot like a bank shot and get the
He's
cue
not
ball
gonna
behind
shot
the
it,
3,
but who's to
or
say
he's
he
just
could
gonna
have put it
play a
3
thin
balls
cut on the
50,
1 ball
hit it properly.
and get the 1 ball to the short cushion like in the middle,
If he wants, he could
and
take
the
off
cue
back.
ball 2 rails behind the 6.
This is the moment. It's looking at
I
it.
think he's going for a bank.
He is looking at it.
No,
In fact, he's going for it, I think.
I think so. He went for it, but now he's leaving it.
Well,
Yes, he has.
unexpected
I think.
errors, I would say.
Yeah.
I mean, he can miss it, of course, but to miss it with that kind of speed, because if you want to miss it, you want to miss it that it stays in the center of the short cushion. So, like I said, it's a 2-way shot. You try to make it, but actually on purpose, you try to hit it a little bit too thick if you miss it, and then leave it in the center of the short cushion. But
Yeah.
he got away with it.
Played many times.
Because as you can see, I cannot see the 1 ball. It's, I think, not frozen on the 3, but almost. So, and the 4 ball blocks the opportunity to go 1 rail. Let's see if
Yeah. I think Florian Kohler would.
I
just
can
as fine
play
use it.
more to the left on the short cushion, then maybe with a little bit of a draw shot to get to the 1 ball, or come out before the 4 and play with a little bit of left English.
Check.
Shorting it up.
Yeah, he's trying to check the
Hard,
cue ball.
low, right.
I choose the draw shot.
Great shot.
Oh wow,
Oh my god.
that's incredible.
That deserves more.
I actually played it kind of perfect, but the result is horrible. I would say.
See, Mark.
How can you expect something like that to happen? That's just
Unfortunate there.
frustrating. So what's
It doesn't
what I'm gonna
necessarily
do here? Yeah,
look it
probably
when you
try
play
to
right.
go, if possible, kick it 3 rails to get the 3 ball back down table. I'm not sure if that's possible. Probably need a lot of English. Of course, it's an easier way to hit it 1 rail straight into the face, but as you see, there's the corner pocket where I could actually scratch, and that I would say the defensive game is one of my biggest strengths. So I always try to play safety, if possible, like a re-safety, I would say. I'm not sure if that's maybe too much in that kind of situation. Yeah, I got away with it. Or can you see it? I'm not sure about it. Yeah, that was very, very tough shot. Hard to play it really, really good. As you saw, I had to jack up and play with maximum English, but kind of I got away with it. So he has a straight jump shot there. I'm not sure. I mean, I believe that Mark is not the best jump shot player. He likes more play actually cushion first, but I mean it's pretty straight. So, and I think he only has to jump over like the half ball or something, so he doesn't have to
Albin.
jack up that much. But
Shots. With position.
it's still a jump shot, of course, which is always hard.
Table. It's actually Mark Gray.
Yeah, he missed. Oh wow, what? How unlucky.
Bit unlucky there.
I mean, he missed it quite a lot, and got punished for it right away.
Player,
So
that's from original.
that's tough to take in that situation. He made,
Few.
I would say, 2 errors in the beginning. One quite easy, I would say, and then
Most snooker players in
jump and scratch. So that's hard for him to take right now, actually, because I'm playing good. I made some good shots and a little bit lucky, like at the previous ball, the 3 ball, and being up probably 5-2.
I think.
So that's hard for him to take and to understand, of course. So he has to react now. So what can he do there? How can he change the match again? Because he started totally differently. He started with 2 runouts, and then he made like 3 errors almost in a row.
His match, and what he's
So
now
that's hard for him to take, to understand what just happened actually. And
doesn't
yeah,
necessarily
we'll find out soon
he's gonna run away.
if he was capable of changing. And of course, it also depends on me. If I give him chances to get back in his game, to get back in his rhythm, so that's hard to say.
The middle than he would have liked.
So 5-2. And it's my break. Let's see if I can do better now. Yeah, I would say better.
Monsters break.
Still a little bit too thin, but it's quite okay.
He's been so unlucky with his honestly.
Probably, yeah, probably going for a push out here. Maybe if it's possible, get the cue ball behind the 8,
Shout out to
or get the cue ball just easily behind the 4.
picked up this.
Because sometimes you just have to think about, should I take the bigger risk to make a very tough safety, but if it works out, he's done, or just take the easy opportunity just to roll, like here, the cue ball behind the 4, get a got an easy safety shot there, and he has an easier chance to make it, but that depends on many things. I chose, of course, the tougher
Shot.
Touch.
one,
Shot.
and
Shot.
it worked out, I would say, pretty well. I think he might can go 2 rails or even 1 rail to hit the 3 ball. Probably going 2 rails, try to kick it from behind. Best case, he could make it to the side. Worst case, he could scratch at the corner. Or, of course, make a foul. Yeah, he got away with it.
Fine.
He hit it way too thin,
That
He left it.
and then
He's left
clipped the 9 ball and went through 7 and 6. Almost left me jacked up on the 5, but
3. It's not a gimmick.
that's a nice shot I actually like, but it's quite hard to know right now if I go out maybe 2 rails behind the 4. I don't know if it's possible with that kind of angle, or just between the 4 and the 7 to hit the long rail, come out like 3 rails, like almost center table.
Albin.
So get positioned between 7 and 6 or 6 and 9, something like that. Of course, and it's a tough shot. I mean, it's a long distance shot. Okay. I didn't remember that anymore. But it looked like the more easy ball for me in that kind of situation. Didn't work out pretty much the way I wanted to. Probably tried to get the cue ball behind the 4. So left him a shot there. And
Got it.
oh god,
No, wow. That's
wow.
really unfortunate.
That kind of angle, a scratch into the side. He made a very nice shot there
Yeah, you can see his frustration there.
on the
it's
3 ball.
hard to believe. If you look at the angle,
And I think he's laughing at me
middle, it's
because he
like
couldn't believe
first
that
time
this gonna happen. And those are things you cannot expect,
try to
because you know you're gonna hit the 8 ball, but you never think of
still how hard that is.
or you're never afraid of scratching to the side, because it happens maybe 1 out of, I would say, maybe 10 or even 20 shots. So yeah, crazy turnaround in this match, I would say. And of course, it puts me in the perfect comfort zone. The opponent is a little bit unlucky. He makes mistakes, which is nice for me, of course. It feels like an easy win. But of course, you're still always afraid that it can change again. Because like I said before, he made a very nice start, and then it changed from a second to another. And we all know it can change again. I mean, everyone who played a 9-ball tournament knows that luck
Good enough on the 6 here.
is not always one-sided.
Without using the
A match can turn around 2-3 times sometimes.
yeah, he's,
Also
firmly
know
in
it
control on
from
the
many
game.
tournaments, also world championships and whatever.
It's interesting.
So
You can
it's not over yet.
try to
I mean, it's a comfortable lead right now, 6-2.
so far so good.
And we see Mark's break. Yeah, nice break.
Or is this cue ball?
A little bit too thick, or maybe too much English. Oh, it's an illegal break.
Do you know
Wow.
what, Mark?
He made 2 balls on the break,
It's a
and the
break.
5 ball just stopped, like I would say, like
Oh, there.
4 or 5 inch before the head string.
Yeah, Mark.
So I think
Nice.
I can still play it to the side,
It's cue ball. I mean,
because it's an easier shot. I don't know if I can
He might
stop
be-
the cue ball maybe on the 9, or even go between
some occasions
the
he has
9 and
some of his
go-
break is cue ball.
go between 9 and 6 or something. I don't know.
For instance, this one could have easily dropped in.
I think I'll maybe try to stop it on the 9, or even like touch it because then it gives him many opportunities to play to the side or to the corner.
The balls are running like this.
I don't know what the angle gives me,
Very hard to get
kind of opportunities. Okay,
Not only that,
it was possible
mentally keep
to go behind.
yourself
A
in
little bit too much angle.
if you keep on
What can I do here? I can play like a stun shot. A stun shot come out 2 rails with a little bit of left English.
take any
I could stun out between 8 and 9 behind the 8. I could even
playing
stun it out like play draw shot, go between 6 and 9 back out. But that doesn't seem like the right shot. Maybe I could also
problems.
follow. I'm not sure about that. But I'll probably go for the stun shot, maybe going between 9 and 8.
Jürgen.
Because when you're very close to the cushion, you don't want to play a stun shot with inside English. That's very hard many times.
He's raised the butt of his cue. He's trying to draw
Yeah,
it in between
that's-
8 and 9, yes.
That's good so far. Maybe again a little bit too much English.
Made it look so easy.
To be
Maybe I
honest,
can
Jamie
just
Miller
roll
has
it in and get the cue ball
perhaps played his best stuff in
like
the final.
back out. Yeah, like center table somewhere there.
Amazing positional shots.
Because
and recovery shots.
it's not necessary to go all the way down, because you got the 9 ball there where you can be hooked, or the 8.
Not in front because of
So
bad luck for Mark. It's because he's
probably
playing
just go out 1 rail
very
to the
attacking,
center of the
dominating
table,
the match.
because the 6 ball is not that tough. And it seems to me the more the logic position. And of course, I mean, it's 6-2, but you still don't want to risk anything
Prefer to get low
stupid,
six,
to maybe change the match or lose the match in the end. So you just want to keep it simple,
medium range,
and
long pot.
stay in the lead. And of course, you have in the back of your head, I mean, it's a huge difference if you're up 6-2, 7-2 or 6-3.
Or the 9.
Yeah, so that
Thank you
looks
for the compliments.
very nice. So I'm not sure if I can go out with right English 2 rails, or just play it with inside English, come out 1 rail. Probably the easier position.
Low shot coming up here.
Oh wow.
He's okay. He's okay.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, that was unexpected, but I got away with it. I mean, there were not
7.
many
Okay, he's gonna be
many
further
positions on the table where I couldn't play
9.
the 7 ball. Of course, it could have turned out very differently,
He needs this
but
easy potting angle.
there was some luck involved for sure,
The
because
rest
it
is
was very unnecessary error, I would say. But yeah, it looks like that's part of this match, especially. He's not feeling good, and
stop shot.
I wouldn't say error, but maybe didn't think of it, that this could happen.
Thought.
So I'm apologizing for it. So it's 7-2 lead.
Yeah, sometimes
I'm
you
not
can
sure
be
if
that
Mark
that
really
that
thinks
he's
about
tried something and it hasn't
a
worked.
win here anymore, because it definitely runs against him.
Very consistent apart from the first. He broke and ran.
So let's see if the
Opened up his
break
match, but after
works
that,
out.
his cue ball was very loose.
Yeah, better, but
See, if you watch it,
it's funny that I actually hit it better and didn't make
gets
the
his
wing
cue
ball, only
between
made the
two
1 to the
big
side.
diamond, which is
The
way
2 ball
forward.
came nice, back down
Now he
table,
gets rewarded because
Yeah.
this is
and kicked the 4 ball. Looks like a run out here. Just need a
Yes, of
nice
course. I mean,
nice
most
position
lowest ball
on the 3 ball,
Exactly.
because as you can see, the 5 ball is all the way up table, the 4 ball is down. I cannot go from the 4 to the 5 3 rails, the natural 3 rails, because of the
Exactly.
7 ball. So I need to go. Is it enough? I'm not sure. Could play probably with inside English to get it out, and then
I think
go
they're
long
as
long
happy in
rail.
New Zealand as we were when he was here in Netherlands,
to get a nice position on the 5.
dominating all the tables in the tournaments. Definitely one player who's beaten me.
So those are the racks you really have to make, because those are the tough ones. Okay, I had too much angle on it to come under the 9. So now I try to go follow right English,
But I know what you mean.
2 rails, I believe. And those are the racks you're not always like them, because as you can see, you go now for the 4 to the 5, you go back up table, then you play the 6, then you go back down table to the 7, and then you have to go back up to the 8 and come down to the 9. So those are the tough ones where you really have to stroke good and believe in yourself, of course. So what I'm thinking of here, playing a draw shot, really? Okay. Wow. That was not clever, I would say. I have no clue why I played it like that, because it's more natural to play it follow shot. I don't know if maybe I had too much angle, or it didn't look good to me. But to play that kind of shot, you really have to be crazy, I would say, because it's so hard to handle. And I hit the point on the cushion, on the pocket, twice actually.
So,
Wow, what a turnaround in that match.
yeah,
Hard to
for
believe.
several, people from
So
Canada,
maybe a
Japan,
little
as well,
bit
Facebook Live.
straight there.
minus 31, is it? Good on you, mate.
I'm not sure, probably
I'll
going
I'm
one
sure
rail
the
up and
referee
down, or just
was
a draw shot.
somewhere out there,
Yeah, looks like a draw shot to me.
paying close attention. Ooh, where's his cue ball going?
It's ending up little straight.
Yeah,
Straight
Mark is probably in his chair and thinks, what the hell is going on here? Started good, made an error, and then the match turned around totally. Twice, very unlucky, I would say. Break didn't work anymore, and the opponent got away with 2, I would say, little mistakes actually,
I think he can
where
force
I definitely should have get punished for the last one, because that was, in my opinion, afterwards really not a clever move, I would say, to play it in that kind of way, because there can happen so many things, you know. But okay, that works out. So nice position here. Quite lucky from the 4 to the 5. Didn't expect that shot anymore. Didn't think of it that I actually played it in that way. Hard to, very, very hard to take for Mark here. So it's 8-2 lead. Let's see what happens there. Yeah, quite nice break, but looks like he has to jack up over the 8, and the 3 ball just went down, so it's even tougher for him to get position there, because if the 3 ball would have stayed in the pocket, of course he just has to make the 2 ball to get position, but now he has to draw all the way back up table. But he doesn't think about it anymore. It's an 8-2 lead. He's 8-2 down, I mean, and so I would say he doesn't care much what happens right now. He just wants to play. He wants to find back in his rhythm and hopes for the best. He made a very nice shot here, actually. but a little bit too short. Let's see what he's doing here. Okay, yeah, that's what I'm saying. He was just actually trying to play, you know, to get back in the game a little bit, try something. Many players do that. Many players just say, okay, I'll play defensive game. But he tries it more aggressively. Probably going for bank shot here. Or they'll try to play safety. I'm not sure. Looks like a safety to me. Get the cue ball behind the 6. Yeah. So that's what I mean. Many players would have played the bank shot because they're 8-2 up, and I think in that kind of situation, maybe I'm not the best bank pool player, so I take my biggest strengths and just play safety. Yeah, so he scratches here, so which means ball in hand for me, 5 balls for the win of the tournament. It was a strange match, I would say. It started normal, ended up a little bit crazy, I would say. And yeah, but that's pole, I would say. That's 9 ball. 9 ball can be a very, very strange match sometimes with the turnarounds, and we see it very, very clearly here. So stop shot, and then get the cue ball out, maybe center table, and 8 to the 9, and that should be in. Okay, I played it this way. So, the 9 for the win. And of course, everyone, thanks for watching, and stay tuned to the Billiard Network for more great pool action from around the world. We have many great matches coming up, many great players who are commentating on it. So, ALBIN Ocean, you're the winner of the Stella Artois Cup. Thanks for watching, guys. Take care. Bye. My favorite moment of my pool career is for sure 2015 Mosconi Cup. It was my first time as a rookie, and I had the chance to play the last match for the title. And I was down, or I was going to the 9, and I saw already Nick Vandenberg and Darren behind the cameras, and they were already smiling because I had a very or quite easy 9 ball to make, and they put so much pressure on my shoulders standing between the cameras waiting for me to celebrate. So it was a hanger, and I made it, and it was for sure the best moment of my pool career till now. So all those memories you can see soon on billiardnetwork.com.